The quest for control over others is often a reflection of one's own inner chaos. What drives someone to gain absolute power, only to find themselves corrupted by it? Is it ambition or something darker lurking within? In Death Note, Light Yagami transforms from an ordinary student, wielding the power to determine life and death. Meanwhile, in White Christmas, advanced technology allows authority figures to manipulate and control people's lives completely. Both stories reveal the terrifying consequences when individuals gain unprecedented power over others. These narratives force us to confront uncomfortable truths about human nature. They challenge us to consider, if we had such power, would we resist corruption? How far would we go to maintain control? As we delve deeper into these stories, we'll uncover the intricate ways power dynamics shape our world and explore the ethical implications of unchecked authority. Indeed, both Death Note and White Christmas serve as stark reminders of the age-old adage, absolute power corrupts absolutely. Let us begin by examining the concept of power itself. In both Death Note and White Christmas, characters grapple with control over life, death, and their own choices. But what does it truly mean to wield such power? Power, in the context of these narratives, is a multifaceted concept that shapes character relationships and drives conflict. It refers to the ability of individuals or groups to influence, control, or direct the actions and beliefs of others. In storytelling, power dynamics play a crucial role in creating tension and propelling the plot forward. We can identify several forms of power at play in these stories. Coercive power is prominently displayed in Death Note, as Light Yagami uses the notebook to eliminate anyone he desires. This stark representation showcases how force or the threat of harm can be used to control others. In contrast, surveillance power is embodied by the ZI's technology in White Christmas, granting authorities unprecedented control over individuals' lives through constant monitoring and data collection. In Death Note, Light discovers a notebook that grants him the ability to eliminate anyone simply by inscribing their name. This notebook is carelessly dropped into the human realm by Ryuk, a Shinigami seeking amusement, igniting a series of events that spiral into chaos. The introduction of the Death Note sets the stage for a profound exploration of power dynamics and moral ambiguity. The Death Note serves as a catalyst for Light's moral decline, illustrating how power can distort one's ethical compass. Initially motivated by a sense of righteousness, Light's actions become increasingly ruthless as he justifies his killings under the guise of creating a better world. This transformation raises critical questions about the nature of justice and the consequences of absolute power. The relationship between Light and Ryuk adds another layer to the power dynamic. Ryuk, as a detached observer, embodies the concept of power without responsibility. He offers Light the Death Note without any moral guidance or consequences, which allows Light to explore the depths of his ambition unchecked. This dynamic emphasizes that while Ryuk possesses supernatural abilities, it is Light's human choices that ultimately lead to chaos and destruction. Now, let us transition to White Christmas. This episode intertwines multiple narratives, including Matt Trent's story about his past transgressions online. Much like Ryuk's apathy towards human suffering, Matt's decisions culminate in devastating consequences. In White Christmas, the narrative unfolds in a dystopian future where technology has advanced to the point of enabling unprecedented surveillance and control over individuals' lives. Central to this society is ZI's, a technology that allows people to share their experiences and memories with others, creating a hyper-connected world that blurs the lines between personal privacy and public exposure. Initially developed to enhance communication and understanding, ZI's becomes a tool for manipulation, allowing authority figures to monitor citizens constantly and strip away their autonomy. The protagonist, Matt Trent, grapples with the consequences of this invasive technology as he confronts his past actions. His story serves as a critique of the ethical implications of living in a society where personal freedoms are sacrificed for the illusion of safety and connection. The power dynamics in White Christmas highlight the dangers of unchecked authority, as those in power exploit ZI's to maintain control over individuals, leading to feelings of paranoia and helplessness among the populace. The narrative raises critical questions about consent, privacy, and the moral responsibilities that accompany technological advancements. As the plot unfolds, viewers witness the psychological toll that pervasive surveillance takes on individuals. The characters must navigate a world where their every action is observed, leading to a profound sense of isolation and anxiety. This exploration of power dynamics emphasizes how technology can be wielded as a means of control, revealing the ethical dilemmas faced by individuals in a society that prioritizes security over personal freedom. Ultimately, White Christmas serves as a cautionary tale about the potential consequences of allowing technology to dictate our lives, urging reflection on how far society is willing to go in the name of progress. Both Death Note and White Christmas present compelling narratives that explore the complexities of power and control, revealing striking parallels in their character arcs and thematic elements. At the heart of these stories are protagonists, Light Yagami and Matt Trent, who grapple with the consequences of wielding power in vastly different contexts. Light's journey from an ordinary student to an omnipotent figure illustrates how absolute power can corrupt even the most well-intentioned individuals. Similarly, Matt's experiences with Z-Eyes highlight the ethical dilemmas faced in a society where technology grants authority figures unprecedented control over personal lives. The concept of punishment is intricately woven into both narratives, serving as a reflection of the characters' choices and the consequences they face. In Death Note, Light's actions lead to a relentless pursuit by law enforcement, culminating in his eventual downfall. His initial sense of justice becomes overshadowed by the realization that he is not above the law he seeks to enforce. In White Christmas, Joe Potter's past decisions culminate in his cookie being punished for centuries, due to his actions. This form of punishment traps his consciousness within a digital representation of himself, forcing him to confront the ramifications of his choices. This scenario prompts vital discussions about justice and accountability, emphasizing that actions have consequences that extend beyond the individual. The punishment in both stories serves as a stark reminder that moral choices carry weight, often leading to profound isolation for the characters as they grapple with their guilt and the fallout from their choices. Light isolates himself through secrecy and manipulation, distancing himself from friends and allies as he embraces his role as Kira. This self-imposed isolation ultimately contributes to his moral decline. In contrast, Matt experiences isolation in a society where constant surveillance creates an environment of paranoia and distrust. The pervasive nature of Z-Eyes strips away personal connections, leaving individuals feeling vulnerable and alone. Additionally, both narratives depict a world where crime has significantly diminished due to the presence of Light's Death Note, causing criminals to be inactive out of fear and the hostile surveillance enabled by Z-Eyes. As we explore these parallels between characters, we see how both stories challenge viewers to reflect on the nature of power, its allure, its corrupting influence, and its capacity to reveal the darker aspects of human nature. Ultimately, Death Note and White Christmas serve as cautionary tales about the potential consequences of allowing power to dictate our lives, urging us to consider how we navigate our own moral landscapes in a world rife with ethical dilemmas. Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe for more amazing content.